Hello, my name is Ogwa Iweze, fashion entrepreneur, influencer, and obviously someone who likes to talk. I'm here today with Jide. We all know Jide as Jide of St. I would say one of Nigeria's biggest makeup artists. So, before we start, this is a series that digs deeper. We talk deeper about life, beyond what we see on social media, beyond what we see in person. Hi, Jide.
Hello.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Jide, just as you said, and I'm a beauty artist, a creative director, and a brand influencer. And I'm happy to be here today.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Jide.
you.
So, Jide, the first thing I want to say is that, we often have conversations, and I believe that a lot of times we're not as real as we should be. We want to present ourselves as successful and as like everything is amazing. And I see you as that kind of person, Jide. You are doing so well. You're one of the biggest brands. People look up to you. Look at your Instagram page. Look at, the amount of people you've met. You've traveled around the world. You've done makeup for, all the big stars. And life is great, right? I'm sure that, there are no complaints here and there. Tell me more about, your life as a makeup artist.
Firstly, I would like to say I'm thankful, for everything I've accomplished so far. However, just as, a lot of people say, it's all success people see, it's all perfection people see, it's all just packaging, let me say, but no one really knows how you go through life. Sometimes you're down, sometimes you just want to give up, sometimes it's not easy, to wake up every day. You have a job here today, you're finishing a job by 8 a.m., by 8 p.m., and then you're waking up to travel the next morning. It's difficult, to be honest, because you're not even living a life for yourself. You're living a life to please others.
Wow.
I have a lot of people that will say, oh, by the age of 40, I want to retire, I want to start. Yes, by then, I would have built up a globally or, international, recognizable brand. And then I could now, be my own boss and say, okay, you know what, travel today, work tomorrow, and I'll do as I please,
Wow.
But yeah, I'm thankful for everything I've accomplished so far.
Fantastic. So, there's a thing that people say, and sometimes you hear it, that, when you rise up in the ranks and you become, someone that people are looking
Sought
up
after.
to, and you're sought after, then the new people who want to enter the same, industry as you are, call you and reach out to you and ask you that, please, can you mentor me? Can you help me? Can you, teach me the ropes? Okay. And people often say that they never get the help, that they approach people who they feel can help them, and people don't want to help them. What do you say about that, and what has your experience been?
Okay, perfect. I'm so happy, this question has come up because just as you said, there are 1,000,001 people who want help from people who are up there.
Yes.
But they don't get that help because most times, most of these people who are up there have had terrible experiences. And it's just so sad because as there's a saying that says once bitten, twice shy. So and who wants to be a fool again? So I would say that's one of the major reasons why so many people don't want to, should I say, help. But also it's also a personal thing, I would say. It depends on who you are. But I will say this, and let me say this out there to everyone who's listening. You need to be careful who you call your mentor. And you also need to be careful who
you mentor.
So being a mentee and being a mentor, there are two major roles, because that's one thing that can shape or break up your life.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, you think about it. I'll give you some instances. There are anyone who knows me knows that even though I should say this myself, I'm a sweet person. Let me just put it that way. But I have helped 1,000,001 people through different ways that I don't even know that, oh, what I'm doing is helping this person, you know. But when you start helping someone and the person is biting you back, it's pretty much like biting the hands that are feeding you, you know. You help, and the person keeps taking and taking and taking and taking. So let me say this, sometimes you see people who are in a fantastic place in their life where they want to help others, and you need to check your surrounding, because the people that are around you, if they keep taking and taking and taking and taking from you, who are you taking from? Because you see, I have a lot of friends. I have the friends who, if I want to be happy, I know where to go. I have some friends that if I want to know the next step in life to take, I know where to go, you know. So those are the kind of things you want to do, because if you just limit yourself to a certain kind of people, I don't think you grow. You know? So it's finding the balance for me, and that's where I feel everyone should know, you know, who to go to at what time.
Give me a personal experience with helping somebody. I don't, you know, you don't necessarily have to be very personal, but give me a personal experience you've had that rubbed you off the wrong way, or, you know, you felt you were stabbed in the back.
Okay, I would say there was this young girl that I met, and when I look back and think back, and I'm just like, okay, wait, all these things I've done for you, and at the end of the day, this is what you're doing to me. So there's this young girl who calls me, and she reaches out to me and she says, oh, Jide, please, I want you to help me. I want you to show me the way, you know. And to be honest, because I started my career at a very young age as well, you know, and then I saw myself in her, let me put it that way, because the way she bugs me, I'll just be like, okay, you know what, let me just help this girl, because at the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, I'm only uplifting someone, you know. So I started training her, started taking her to jobs, I started referring her to people, even celebrities, you know. I mean, I know how much she wanted to grow or blow, let me put it that way, because she was all about putting her brand out there and blah, 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 and which I did. So on this particular day, I and another of my friend, a makeup artist, we went for a job, and she was with us. And she was like, oh, please let me follow you guys. I just want to come. And in fact, my other friend was doing 2 people. I was doing 1. She was like, okay, you know what? You can actually do the other person. I'll give you the job just to show support as well, you know. And I felt that was so sweet, because I mean, no makeup artist would want to do that, and she even did it because she's my friend, you know. So 3 of us now went to the job, and the job was meant to be a 3-day job. So we went there, we did the makeup, and the next day, my friend was going to go back to complete the makeup, and they was like, no, don't worry, we have someone who's going to do the makeup for us. Apparently, the girl went there and sold herself to them and said, oh, she'll do it for a lesser price, and
that was
I felt that was just backstabbing, because without us, you wouldn't have even known them, you know. And this is just one out of several things this girl did to me, and I felt it was just ridiculous, because I mean, I'm helping you and you're stabbing me. I don't know if it makes sense.
Of course.
You know, this is someone who, like, anyway, just go on.
So, do you still offer a hand? Do you still help people? I mean, I know that, you know, it can make you shut down. It can make you say, you know what, you know, I'm not going to reply anyone who sends me a message saying, I need to come and see you. Because many of us who have been long in our, you know, various fields get those messages. Please, I want to see you. I need to ask you questions. Do you feel like you shouldn't do it anymore?
To be honest, because of the kind of person I am, I still do, even though right now there's just a limit to how much I can help, you know, and I don't want what happened in my past to happen again, you know, and I'm just being very, very honest with myself. So, okay, so also something I didn't tell you was the fact that whenever someone hurts you, in order for you to grow or continue your journey, you need to learn to forgive. Forgiving is one part, forgetting is another part. Because you see, so many people forgive, but the moment they hear that person's name who has offended them, there's trouble.
They are hurt.
They are no more thinking properly again. They are, oh God, they start thinking about everything that person has done to them all over again. And it's not healthy. Because at the end of the day, you just start wondering like, okay, are you moving forward?
Yes.
No, you're not.
And you are held back.
Yes, you're held back. So forgetting is even the most important part. Even if you don't want to forgive the person, that's your business.
Yeah.
But forgetting is I would say is the best thing you can do for yourself.
What is the worst thing you would say in your career someone has said to you? That you found it so difficult to forget?
I'm not sure I've ever shared this story before, but maybe it's the right time to do so. I'll never forget this day where I went to do this lady's makeup, and while we were at it, she kept on hurrying me to her, let's hurry up, my husband will soon come, I don't want him to see us doing makeup, blah, 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 blah. And before I started doing her makeup, I noticed she had like some bruises on her face, and so obviously it would take me more time to conceal, cover, and do up the patchwork and all that. So unfortunately we didn't finish before the husband came. And then when he got into the house, the first thing, before he even set eyes on me, the slap this lady received was unbelievable in my presence. And my assistants were there, and I just felt, why did he, anyway, it's not my business, but I was just shocked that he would slap her. And I was like, I didn't even know when I just shouted, oh my God. And the next thing, he tried to raise his hands on me. And God, it was just so crazy because the lady started crying and I started crying.
Oh, wow.
He kept on beating her, and I was even asking, what did she do? Why are you beating her? What did she do? And he started yelling at me, shouting at me, he even, at some point, he actually even beat me, And I was like, what's your business? This is my wife. Why are you touching my wife? You're a man. What are you doing? It was crazy, and it's an experience I don't want anybody to, because it's not only degrading, it is it just makes you feel like, is this how you want your life to be? Are you in the right job? Are you doing what you love to do? Is this what you signed up for?
Because you are used to happy endings. Exactly. When you do the makeup,
everybody's like, oh wow, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, it wasn't a fantastic experience for me, because I was, in fact, I didn't even know what to say. And now I knew why she was in an abusive marriage. And now I know why she had the bruises on her face, and why she was hurrying me up, and it was honestly sad. Now that I'm thinking about it, wow. God. I know they say don't take laws into your hands, but the next time anybody should try and do something like that in my presence, or even try to raise their hands, God knows, it's going to be bloody.
Yes,
because I mean, why?
What
was my offense in the first place? Why would you even want to raise your hands on me? Did I do anything to you?
Wow.
I'm thankful I'm alive. I'm thankful I'm doing what I love to do. I'm thankful that didn't break me, or that didn't make me say, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to be a makeup artist anymore.
Right.
I mean, for me to make up my mind and say, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, this is what gives me joy. It's what puts food on my table. I enjoy what I do. So I'll put in my all into this.
Wow. Well, this is why we're here, guys. This is why we're here. We're here to dig deeper. We're here to hear what you would never hear, what you would never see, what you don't believe happens. And for anyone out there who is watching this, I just want to say to you that, you know, if you're doubting yourself because you look at people and you see how successful they are, just remember that they have hard days. Remember that they go through things that are possibly life-changing. They go through things that will make them want to shut down, but they don't. And that's the real lesson. Keep moving, keep going. Jide, thank you so much. This was absolutely amazing. I can't I mean, I couldn't have paid for this. Thank you so much.
So much.
I would love to do, this is for me like just connecting with my visitor or my guest, and it's a high five.
Thank you. Thank you so much.